Hi boys and girls, my name's Lisa and I'm one of the leaders at the Good News Club, and I'm sure just like us, all of the leaders, that you're really missing meeting together to hear Bible stories and to sing together. So I hope you're ready tonight to hear one of my favourite stories from Daniel, and I hope you're all really comfortable and you're ready to listen. So, Daniel and the Lions. Daniel was an important man. He was one of 3 ministers chosen by the king to help rule the land. Daniel worked hard. He soon became the king's favourite. One day, the king decided to put Daniel in charge of everyone. The other 2 ministers were cross. Why should Daniel be more important than us? They grumbled and complained. He's not even from this land, whispered one. And he only praises his own God, whispered the other. So together, they came up with a plan to get rid of Daniel. The 2 ministers went to see the king. "Oh, king, you are so great," they cried. "Make a law saying that everyone should praise only you for 30 days. The king liked to be praised, so he listened to them. "Whoever breaks the law must then be thrown into the lion's den," they said. The king agreed to make it the law. For 30 days, everyone praised the king. But Daniel went home. He knelt at the window and he praised God, just as he always did. The 2 ministers were spying on Daniel. When they saw him praising God, they went straight to the king. "Oh, king, you are so great," they cried. Daniel praised his God. "He has broken the law." When the king heard this, he was very sad. "Whoever breaks the law must then be thrown into the lion's den," they said. "The law is the law," sighed the king. Daniel was taken to a deep, dark den. Inside, the lions prowled and growled. Can you imagine being thrown into a den of lions? How scary! Daniel was lowered down into the den. I'm sure he was terrified. The lions sniffed and snarled. The king looked down into the den. "I hope your God takes care of you, Daniel," he called sadly. A big rock was rolled over the den so that there was no chance of Daniel escaping. Daniel sat in the gloomy den. The lions circled around him. They circled around and around. Then, all of a sudden, an angel appeared and the lions settled down. Look how timid they look now. They're having a wee rest and they're sleeping. The king went back to his palace, and he couldn't eat, and he couldn't work, and he couldn't sleep, and all night long he tossed and he turned in his bed. The next morning, as soon as the sun came up, the king hurried to the lion's den. He gave orders to roll back the stone straight away. "Daniel," he called, "has God saved you from the lions?" "Oh, king, you are great," called Daniel. "God sent an angel to tame the lions and I am safe and sound." The king was so happy as Daniel was lifted from the den. There wasn't a mark on him anywhere. The king made a new law that day. From that time on, everyone in the land should worship God. God's law is the law, he said. And that's one of my favourite Bible stories, boys and girls, because it shows how much Daniel loved God and how God protected him and kept him safe. Now, I couldn't read this story without singing a wee song that you've probably sung before about Daniel. So I hope you're ready to stand up and ready to join in and to do the actions with me, okay? You ready? Daniel was a man of prayer. Daily he prayed 3 times, even when they had him cast in the den of lions. So boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed singing that song, and I hope when you're singing it that you'll remember that story about Daniel and about how much God loved him and protected him. So hopefully see you soon.